Welcome to the first of the Corps Headquarters updates for 2021. Those of you who are regular viewers will recognise I am not Colonel Stu Brown. My name is Colonel Matt Quare. I'm the Corps Colonel. I'm going to be joined today by other members of the Corps Headquarters to brief you on a series of personnel issues we're dealing with on your behalf. In addition to that, they will tell you what they do day to day as part of their jobs. What I am going to do is thank you up front for completing the Corps Pulse survey, which is now out with regiments. 2,405 of you responded to that survey, and it's been really useful for us at the Corps level to understand the issues out there and judge the health of the Corps. We did ask a question, what does the Corps Headquarters do? And some of you were very kind to respond. We are going to bust some of those myths now as the team talks to you. The first one I'm going to deal with myself is we do not go out of our way to try and reduce your pay supplements. That was a response that came back in. What I can assure you, the team works particularly hard along with the Field Army to ensure that our people get the best pay settlement available through defence. Unfortunately, we have seen a drop in one pay supplement for MEPOM, which has now been announced. The rest of the changes that are due to be announced probably mid-March, I think will be positive news for the majority of the Corps. And again, that detail will follow in due course.
Hello, my name's Captain Megan Porter and I'm the Corps Lead for Officer Recruiting. So in my day job, I'm directly responsible for recruiting high quality officers into the Corps, and this is done through pre-Sandhurst engagement, during Sandhurst engagement, and getting them off to phase 2 at the right time. Essentially, it's all about getting the right people to be your boss, which, as we can all agree, having good people in charge of you is so important to having a good time in the Corps. So one of the things that came back on the survey was that we do last minute trolls. Nobody likes a last minute troll. We've all been at regiment and they are the worst. As a Corps Headquarters, we do not do trolls. That is the Field Army, okay? Doing things like the Corps Pulse survey gives us a really good insight into the bugbears of our people and how we can make that better for the lived experience for our officers and soldiers.
Hello there, my name is Craig Aitken and I'm in charge of Royal Engineers recruiting. I oversee officer, soldier and STEM engagement. We aim to inform and educate those wishing to join the Royal Engineers and then nurture those through phase 1 training to welcome them to the Sapper family. When reading the returns for the Corps Pulse survey, it was stated that RHQ RE load courses. This is not the case. The training providers and the clerks there will load people onto courses in the priority order they deem fit.
My name's Major Ian Higginbotham. I'm the Chief of Staff here in RHQ. It's my job to coordinate all the staff effort to essentially make sure that we are delivering on what we are asked to deliver on behalf of you as a Corps. Some of the responses from the Corps Pulse survey was that this headquarters was responsible for removing squadrons from the Cabrit orbit. That is absolutely not correct. One of the advantages of this headquarters being the way that it's constructed is that we sit outside of the chain of command. That means that we can be entirely impartial and do what's right for you as members of the Corps. One point that you should think about moving into the closure of this financial year is using your standard learning credits. I must admit I've not used mine for a significant period of time, but I have done this year. It was really easy, it took me about 5 minutes, and I claimed my standard learning credits through the ETS officer here in Chatham, and I got a lifetime subscription to Rosetta Stone. As we approach the end of the financial year and year 3 of the EPRA scheme, which offers £3,000 for you to professionalise as an engineer. The process is really quite simple. If you follow the link to my right, that will take you to the institution website. There are plenty of examples of applications which you can use. You apply to the institution, they're running 2 more boards this financial year. They register you as an EngTech, and then to receive the payments, it's a very simple process. You apply through your RCMO and RAO. That goes to Army Headquarters, to our people in the E1 Manning Brick, and that payment gets made within your paycheck. So from April 21, the standard old AFT will be replaced with non-GCC PES. What is that? That's 7 separate exercises which are linked to our output as an organisation, that being the sappers, and it's split down between 2 standards, so RE1 and RE2. So the difference between RE1 and RE2, RE1 is for units within 2-5 group, 2-4 commando, 2-3 power engineer regiment, and also 3 RSME. The main difference is the loaded march and the weight that is carried on that loaded march. The rest of the corps sits in RE2, and the graphics to the right will demonstrate what exercises, time limits, constraints and weights are involved in the new non-GCC PES.
Linking into what the Chief of Staff said about EPRA, just to remind everyone, out there is DIN 01061 dated July 20. The DIN points you in the direction to claiming back your professional fees through the public purse. I did it last week. It's really straightforward, simple. Please make sure you do it this financial year. Hopefully you're aware we have gained authority to award a FRI, Financial Retention Incentive, for ME log spec. That will come to force on the 1st of April 21. Those of you in the log spec trade, please ensure you go and speak with your RCMO, Squadron 2 ICs, and find out if you're eligible for that FRI if you wish to take it up. We all have responsibility for our own careers, and a vital piece of information is knowing when you are going to be boarded for promotion. To my right, you will see the dates for boards for the soldier cohort. Please make sure you're aware when you go to board. It's your responsibility to make sure your report has been served and arrives in Glasgow in time for that board. As I'm sure you're aware from press reports, the strength of the Army is extremely healthy at present, and it's the same for the Corps. We are 100% man in terms of size. We have the right people in our rank structure. What we're now getting after on your behalf is getting the shape right. There are a few trades where we are out of kilter, and the priority as we go into 2021 rests with MEC3S, and we'll update you on progress of how we're going to solve the current deficits we have at certain ranks, OR2, OR3. There's clear opportunities for individuals, so please make sure you continue to listen to these podcasts and read the Sapper magazine while we will give you the updates. So here in the Corps headquarters, we're very fortunate. We have been granted some money to have a full suite of equipment to film events like today. You will see from the video that's playing to my right, this is being filmed by someone else who's filming me. So there's an opportunity. If you're interested in standing in front of a blue screen and doing your bit to camera and contributing to the Sapper family, please do get in touch with us. We'd welcome individuals to come down to Chatham, have a go, experiment what you can get after, how you can be involved, and hopefully use your talents in the near future. Thank you for listening.